Good afternoon. Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. And it's only fitting because we are in a holiday mode right now and everybody's looking for great gift ideas. I figure I would do some reviews on a few products that are available out there. And today we're going to be looking at this Whitman quarter collection kit. It is in this handy looking cardboard box with actually really clean printing on there. It's about as big as a binder, maybe not as wide, but we're gonna go ahead and open up this assortment in here, okay? Keep in mind that according to Whitman, there is a $35 complete total value of all the items in there for only 10 bucks. And then we'll talk about, where exactly you could get it. We'll look at the quality, fit and finish. I have some quarters that we're gonna use on this particular review of this product. And finally, I'm going to give a Blue Ridge score. Okay, I'm going to let you know, is it worth it to buy? Where do I see a grade on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest? And, after it's all said and done, if you like what you see here, and this will make a great kind of like a starter gift for that beginning collector that's just getting into coins, I will have a link below, okay, down there. It's an Amazon link, but you can buy this product on there. I get a small percentage, and that would be a great way that you guys can support my channel. Aside from that, hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's go ahead and get started. We are gonna go ahead and open this up. So here's a quick close-up quality. It's not too bad. Of course, when you have printing of any sort on cardboard, okay, the overall quality is kind of pixelated, if not a little bit grainy, but I think that's the least important thing of this whole deal. So let's just go ahead and crack her open. In Canada, $12.25. So just a hair of a premium based on the exchange rate. There we go. So plastic is off, and let's go ahead and open this thing up here. Let's see. Yeah, apparently it's my first rodeo. So it opens on the end. And immediately I'm greeted by a few of these nifty Whitman coin holders that holds $10 a piece in quarters. These are the screw-on types, which I'm a huge fan of. With the screw-on types, the lid is certain to stay on the top. And again, that's 20 bucks worth in tubes. So let's go ahead and take the rest of the items out here. Whoop. Third tube. Let's see if there's any more. So we got 3 tubes. And let's see. Empty box. Right in there. Put that aside. All right. So the inner parts, the folder and the collectible cases and the 2x2s are shrink wrapped, and of course you also get a magnifier. My experience with these are they magnify about 3-4 times power. Not fantastic, but if you need a little help looking at dates and the states and stuff on these quarters, this is handy. So we're gonna go ahead and cut into this here, and then we're gonna see what the contents look like. Again, this is $9.95 at your retailer, or you could get them online. Of course, I have that link below. Yeah, you'll see me constantly plugging at what I have to offer at the bottom. And all right, so we're going to start with the magnifier. All right, you guys have seen these. Nothing fancy. They have no light or anything like that. And here is kind of a gauge of the power. Just enough to see the details and the date and all that. In terms of using this magnifier for varieties, it doesn't work too great unless you have a coin with really close, really strong varieties and double dies, repunchment marks, that sort of thing. You could kind of see with this power of magnifier in there. So that's included in there. So there is a couple pretty neat cases. And of course, this is for the national parks right here. And what I like about these is you could custom date, a few different dates, mint marks. So let's say you have a son or daughter who was born within this time frame, like for instance, my daughter was born in 2008. and 12, then I would put all 2012 in P, D, and S, and that would make for a pretty nifty kind of presentation there. So that's pretty neat. But all in all, these little things punch out real easily, and it's a snap case, so that's pretty cool. Here's another design. Again, great printing quality on the cardboard insert that holds the coins. Okay, so this one here has the nature. You got deer right here on the reverse. There you go. I've seen this one before, but never gets old, I guess. And then you have two little small ones right here. All right, fits 2 coins apiece. And again, it says National Park, so you'll double up any pairing of National Park, for like a birthday or something to that effect, or you could give these away as gifts. So that's there, and these are snap cases. These are pretty good quality. I like those. And you've seen this before, and I've actually done a review on the Search and Save series of folders. What I like about this, because I was a little worried I didn't see it on the box advertisement, is that this collection is geared to the America the Beautiful quarters. Now on the box, it doesn't really specify, unless you looked at the photos, that it's all national park stuff. But on the top, it just says collecting quarters. Collect today, enjoy forever. I guess, if you put 2 and 2 together, you would come to the conclusion that this is a America the Beautiful starter set for, collecting coins out of pocket change, which I'm okay with. And the Search and Save actually has a history of all the parks, the various quarter designs up to this point, or at least up to the printing. They're not going to have, I guess, newer design layouts on some of the newer quarters after 2018. But it gives a little bit of history in there, which is kind of cool, great for the beginner. It turns a new collector instantly into kind of a history buff. And also on the final page of the Search and Save, you also have a single page royal blue, kind of like a bookshelf album type thing, where the coins will go into these cutout holders here, and then you would have a sleeve that would just close right back onto itself. So that way you have a nice, clear, and concise image of not only the front, but also the back as well. There you go. That's kind of neat. This album in itself is $10. So for the amount of money that you pay for the whole kit, this is included almost, I'm not going to say for free, but at a reduced rate, because you have to take into consideration everything that you have here in this collection. All right, so we have a good deal, a good number of these 2x2s. Again, these are the fold-up varieties, and you just staple them. So here's my quarter. This goes on there, and it folds right on that little score mark that's on the 2x2. But anyways, you would put four staples. Okay, you would flat cinch the back of them, and then you could use because this is writable right here. Okay, it's got kind of a matte surface. You could go ahead and write in the date. You could put here, this is a Voyagers. You can even put the state, mint mark, denomination on the top right. There's a lot of space on this thing to write any amount of information that you want to. So I'm a pretty good fan of the 2x2s. I would prefer the adhesive type because if you don't have to deal with staples, you don't have to run the risk of scratching your coin as you take these things out later on. But there is a nice healthy mix of these quarter 2x2s included. Looks to be probably about 100 of them. So let me go ahead and take them out here. Okay, so there's half. I would say that's about 50. It's actually thicker than it looks. And let's see. Yeah, another. There you go. So for about 100 2x2s, okay, if you were to buy these, say, at the coin shop, these typically run about 3 to 5 cents a piece for each one. Okay, sometimes they'll just give it to you for free, depending on the coin shop. If you were to go to a bookstore like Barnes and Noble or some other outlet, and you bought a pack of 100 of these 2x2s, you will pay right around $5 or $6. Okay, so that's the cost comparison with that. And finally, the big boy. We have what looks to be a quad fold National Parks quarter folder. And this is a Whitman. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Right off the bat, you can see that it's got really nice quality. It's got a nice matte finish. It's not glossy, compared to some of the other albums I've seen in the past of this type. And that includes State Quarters and other America the Beautifuls. So I really like this, although this one came in with a few little, surface scratches, that sort of thing. That might just be in the packaging, seeing as how these things were probably rubbing up on the actual album surface. But it's a really nice presentation. It's nice and tight. Usually with these folders, you can actually see the stretch of where the holes are. Okay, it doesn't look like a very good quality on those ones. This one looks nice and tight. It's been glued and wrapped onto the cardboard really well. There's the reverse of the folder right there. And a little bit of information. Here, let me go ahead and pan out here on this one. So you have the respective dates. You have the states with their respective national parks that were released for that year. That's cool. And everything's color-coded, which is nice. Great for the beginner. And then on the right side, you also have the type of, the parks and the dates that they were, I guess, added to the state park system, the national park system, or recognized as a national park. So you have all that information there. And then finally, on the inside, we've got a postcard that's also in there to, I guess, order more supplies. That's also in there too, and it's a discounted rate. So you get a red book and a couple quarter albums. That's right there for only $5, people. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open this, and it's pretty nice. There's just enough information. Okay, you got the date on the left side, and then you have all of the actual coin holes that you would go ahead and insert your quarter in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little test. So I have the Voyager's quarter that you see here, and I'm going to put this in the 2018. And this one's Minnesota. All right, there it is. Let me go ahead and put this in here. Actually, what I'll do is move this here, and we're going to see how easy it is for the coin to go into the hole. All right, so here's 2018, and we're going to put it in this hole right here. We're going to do it face up so you can see the design of the coin. Date down. Ooh, that's nice. It's got a little snap to it. I know in the past, usually with these Whitman coin holders, the coin hole with the snaps, they make them too small, and sometimes you'll do damage on your folder to get to wedge the coin in there. It became kind of a pain in the you-know-what. But this one worked out really well. It was easy. The folder was flat on the table. I was able to just simply put the coin in, press with my thumb, and there you go. Now, you can wear a glove or some sort if you're dealing with BU coins to go ahead and snap that in place, just so you won't get the fingerprint on the coin, which in time will show. So all in all, this is a pretty nice presentation. Okay, you get a lot of value for the money. Okay, and we're looking at, again, $9.95 for the folder. You have a search and save other folder. Okay, you have an assortment of various of these presentation cases that you could fit 6 each in these bigger ones, 2 each in these smaller ones. So that's all in there. You also get a magnifier. Perfect, I think, for this series. If we're getting to some cherry picking of varieties, this is relatively ineffective other than seeing just dates and, type on the coin. So that's also in there. There's also 100 or so of these 2x2s. So that's all in there. And plus, it's also got a promo coupon for other products. So you buy this, and then they're going to try and sell you something else with this promotion. That's actually not a bad deal. All in all, and you also get the handy storage box as well. I would say this is a fantastic presentation for the new people. One thing, though, I did notice that I didn't really like as much in the National Parks quarters. You only have options of putting either a PD or S coin in each hole. They didn't have a Philadelphia or Denver 2-coin set for each park. Okay, I wish they could have done that. I mean, you see the size of this folder. I felt like there could have been some room to do that. So that way it's more of a kind of like a treasure hunt, a more comprehensive folder if you added Philly and Denver, as opposed to just putting whatever mint mark coin that you see in there. But again, based off of what I've seen, even though there is no age range for this type of presentation, again, it's geared more towards the beginning collector, okay? And I'm fine with that. I'm not going to dock it points or anything. I give this assortment a 9 out of 10, which is absolutely phenomenal for something of this caliber. Just getting this book for $10, it pays for the whole thing, okay? So everything else is just, it's biscuit wheels on a gravy train. It's that fantastic. So let's talk about where you could find us. These are kind of a specialty. Very seldom would you be able to find us in a place like Barnes & Noble sells a lot of coin supplies for the beginners. Coin shops may or may not have this. They prefer to sell individual folders, at full cost, full retail on those. Same with the presentation cases and the 2x2s. They'd rather sell those to you for 3 to 5 cents a piece. You're going to have to look online. Amazon more than likely will have this. You might want to check out also some of those specialty shops like Hobby Lobby would have something like this. I looked online and they did have it. There are a few other outlets. Stores vary state to state. I'm out here in California, so, we're limited. Like a Walmart won't have this, or Target will not have this either. It might be an online exclusive thing, but if you're looking for a nice, inexpensive gift for someone who's just beginning coin collecting and they love quarters like I do, this is a fantastic set. Thumbs up, 9 out of 10. Great job to Whitman for making this presentation happen. And importantly, thank you guys for joining in on this review of the National Park Quarters kit. Again, it's only $9.95. You might be able to get it a little bit cheaper. Again, follow the link below and see what you can find. There's also other supplies that you can also look for as well. Hopefully you could add this one to the Christmas list for someone that you love. I feel like an infomercial now. And as always, again, I get a little bit of piece of the pie if you order from one of my links down below, or you could simply give this one a like. Those are the best ways that you could support me and my channel. Again, I'm your host, Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for more great coin stuff. There's more to come. You guys take care. Have a pleasant evening.